Hello everyone, welcome to the Conservative Teenager. I'm your host Aaron, and I'm back. I'm not dead, and today I would like to talk about the concept of red waves slash blue waves. So we'll get later into a bit of the specifics, but this whole concept of red wave versus blue wave, in my opinion, it's dumb. For example, in last year in the 2020 election, all the Democrats, they said it's going to be a massive blue wave. It's going to be this whole big thing. And for one, it wasn't. And I think it was like net gain. There was actually Republican gains in the House. And Biden got elected. So there was that. So it wasn't really a blue wave, and it wasn't really a wave at all. But that's not the reason why I think it's dumb. I think it's dumb because the Democrats got cocky. And they got arrogant, they got, cocky, literally cocky. So that's why I think it's dumb, because you're presuming you're going to win, even though you should really just wait for the elections and then say what it is afterwards. Like, if it really was a blue wave, fine, you can call it a blue wave, but it wasn't, and you shouldn't be declaring these things beforehand. That being said, I'm ignoring all of that. No. I think that we can confidently project somewhat of a red wave in the 2022 elections. Now, there's a few reasons for this, and I do not mean to be like arrogant, boasting, or prideful. I don't want to be cocky. However, I think there's some evidence that there will be some sort of red wave in the 2022 elections. So let's go to Google Chrome here. Last night there was elections in an odd year. It's funky. I don't know why it's not in an even year, but there's elections. So in Virginia, as we can see, Glenn Youngkin, he won the Virginia governor race, and he is a Republican. And a lot of people, this was like a really upset election because everyone thought this guy would win, right? Virginia, they vote Democrat, and they voted Democrat in basically every presidential election since 2000, I want to say. 2000 or 2004, something like that. And they've been voting for Democrat senators and representatives since then. But as you can see here, does this show the map? It doesn't show the election map. Okay. I wish it did. Okay, that's fine. It doesn't. But he won. And this was an upset election, kind of like what 2016 was, because everyone thought the Democrat Hillary would win then. But Trump won. Proper grammar. So as you can see, the results were 59.9 and 48.4, something like that. And let's see, that's a different tab. You know what? Let's try and Virginia governor election map. I just really want governor race. I just really want the map, right? So map. Let's see. Is this gonna show me? New York Times. By the way, I'm using New York Times. I don't like New York Times, but okay. So here's. I don't know, is that a map? Okay, let's just use this one right here, right? So as you can, this is like, I don't know, that's a toss-up map, heck. Okay, you know what, I guess we're not going to get a map, that's fine, but what we can see is like, hey, this is actually cool, this is a history of it, so, which doesn't help me at all, but forget the maps, we don't need the map, but I don't know where I found it. I found a map somewhere, and now I don't have it. Oh well. But as we can see, Republican victory here. I do not have the official results, but the lieutenant governor of Virginia is also was also a Republican, and the first black woman lieutenant governor of Virginia. So that's. I mean, I don't want to be like, oh hey, we have a new black person in office. Because that sounds bad. Because like I don't see the skin or their gender. I just want a good person, right? So I don't kind of celebrate that stuff. I just celebrate it, even though if it is momentous, I don't celebrate that stuff because it's what the person is. We shouldn't be dividing them into black, white. We're all Americans here. But even still, it's kind of a cool thing that Virginia has its first black. Or maybe black woman. Maybe not black, but first black woman, definitely lieutenant governor. So that was an interesting thing. And then, on my second piece of evidence, this race has not been called yet. It is the New Jersey governor race. And Philip Murphy, it looks like he might win. But if you see, look how tight this is right now. 49.97% for Philip Murphy, the Democrat incumbent. Is that right? Versus Jack, last name, I cannot pronounce that, I'm sorry. But 49.28. That's almost pretty much a deadlock. You could round that up and say it's 50, round that up 49, but it's still pretty close. Coming from New Jersey, which is a very Democrat state. They vote Democrat in almost every election. They're basically like New York's little brother in a sense. They vote with New York. They are a very liberal state. And yet for them to have this, right? And to have such a deadlock, it's astounding. And, yeah, this is just the population. So about 2 million people showed up, or something like that. So not a lot of people show up, but who really shows up in elections anyway? Hold on, is there an updated version? Okay, 9 million people. Wow, that's really low turnout. But yeah, it's just amazing. So, coming from New Jersey, but I also have Wikipedia. So hey, it's just Wikipedia, guys. It's just Wikipedia. So this has like almost every election that was held last night, and let's just go down, search for every mention of Republican, blah blah blah. So, Republican defeated Democrat and fellow Republican to succeed her husband. That's sad. Okay, but Republican defeated. Let's go down. Democrat defeated a Republican. So, it's not a total red wave, but Democrat defeated, Republican defeated fellow Republican. Wow. Okay. So Republican defeated, Democrat defeated, Republican defeated Democrat, right? And why are we going back? Okay, so let's see. Republican, that's nothing. Also in California, there was Larry Elder, who he didn't win, but that would have been cool too. So Lieutenant Winsome Sears, yep, she won, and this guy, Attorney General, that's what I was thinking of. But we have it was kind of a red wave here, and Republican, yeah. So you can do the research, but it was kind of like a Republican sort of red wave, right? After the fact, right? So, but for 2022, I think that it's going to be a bigger red wave because of, one, these results. So, Biden does not appear to be really popular right now. And what has showed to happen I'll just close this out since it's not going to be Googling anything else. But what has showed to happen is a trend, is that, for example, Barack Obama, during the midterms, there was like a Republican red wave then. During Trump's red terms, there was a Democrat red wave. So, in our modern deadlock politics, as it would seem, when there's a certain party in the executive branch, Democrat, Republican, doesn't matter. Libertarian, never going to happen. But some party in the executive branch, the opposing party is going to make gains in the midterms. So that has been a trend for like the last 20 years. All I know is like the last 20 years. It could also go before that, but I definitely know for the last couple of elections that has been a trend. So I think with the fact of last night's election, the fact that Biden is not popular, and with this trend we're seeing in 21st century American politics, they're definitely going to have a red wave of some sort. I don't know how big, but I know I'm not going to say it's going to be massive, because that would be cocky, that would be boastful, and I don't want to come off as boastful, but there's going to be some sort of red wave, and I'm going to project that right now. So what do you guys think? Would you hope there's going to be a red wave? Do you think the evidence supports red wave, or maybe just not red wave? Tell me what you think in the comments below, and have a good day.